TV. It's story time. Once upon a time, the crocodile, the cheetah, the lion, the tiger, and many other animals lived happily together in the forest. They helped each other out when there was a need to be met. They would always go out together to hunt for food, share a portion amongst themselves, and with the remaining portion in a particular hut meant for storing food. One day, there was a heavy downpour and the crocodile's house fell. The animals rallied around, got building materials and helped build a new house for him. Many days later, there was another heavy downpour with thunderstorms which made another house fall. The animals in their usual supportive manner gathered round to help rebuild the house, but the crocodile was nowhere to be found. A messenger was sent to him, but he pretended to be sick and said, "I can't come today because I am sick." The animals went ahead to rebuild the fallen house without the crocodile. Life went on as usual, but the animals noticed that the crocodile avoided joining them whenever it's time for teamwork. He would most times give excuses for not going out with them to do one thing or another, especially to hunt for food. The animals decided to let him be, but upon their return from hunting, they would notice that the food they had stored had been tampered with and a portion or two would miss. This went on for some time and they decided to set a watch over the storehouse. The cheetah volunteered to keep watch over the storehouse. He watched the door of the storehouse from a distance from dawn to dusk. No one went in nor came out. When the animals returned from hunting, they opened the door but discovered that a portion of the food they had stored was missing. "This is outrageous," the lion said. "Who would do such a thing? I kept watch all day but saw no one." The cheetah added. After several deliberations, they concluded that the cheetah should keep watch from inside the storehouse to see how the food stuff will go missing again. The next day, before the animals gathered to move out in search of food, the cheetah had already positioned himself inside the storehouse. "I must catch the culprit red-handed," he said. Moments later, after the animals had left and everywhere was calm and quiet, Cheetah noticed a long sharp-pointed stick entering through a hole at the back of the hut. Chunks of meats were picked and the hole was sealed off with a wet mud. "This solves the puzzle," Cheetah whispered to himself, perplexed at what he saw. When the animals returned, he narrated the whole incident to them and they came up with a better plan to catch the thief. "You will position yourself on a tree at the back of the hut to see who the real culprit is," the hyena opined. "We all know you are a good climber," he added. All the animals nodded in support of the suggestion. And so the cheetah did as was suggested, for he positioned himself on a tree very early in the morning before the break of the day. The animals gathered as usual and left together to hunt for food. Moments later, when everywhere was quiet, from his hiding place, the cheetah noticed movements in the grass. Leaves were moving towards the back of the hut where the food stuff were stored. He observed quietly as the figure brought out a long pointed stick, opened up the hut, stole some portions of food, closed the hole with a wet mud and retrieved back into the grass. When the figure walked away, the cheetah quietly came down from the tree. "I will follow to know where the thief is headed," the cheetah thought to himself. So he silently followed from a distance and saw the figure enter the crocodile's backyard. As the figure removed the leaves from his body, the cheetah was shocked at what he saw, for it was the crocodile. "So it's been the crocodile stealing our food all this while," he soliloquized. And so he quietly left and told the other animals his discovery upon their return from hunting. Everyone was shocked and there was a moment of silence. The crocodile was immediately summoned. When he arrived, he was questioned. But he outrightly denied, and so a few animals were appointed to go check his house. They came back carrying a lot of stolen food items. The other animals could not believe their eyes. "You've been stealing our food stuff," the lion thundered. No, I don't, the crocodile replied, his voice shaking and with tears in his eyes. So why are all these found in your house when you don't go hunting with us? The tiger asked. I go hunting near the waterside and in the river whenever I want to, and that is why I am always too busy to join you, the crocodile defended. The animals were so displeased at his action and came to a conclusion. You are hereby banished from living amongst us. Henceforth, you will live by the waterside and in the river, as that is the place where you find fit to source for your daily meal, but not amongst us, the lion said. With this, the crocodile and his family were sent out from the forest. That is why until today, the crocodile lives by the waterside and in the river and not inside the forest. From that day on, their foodstuffs remained intact as no one stole them again, and the other animals lived happily ever after. Hello children, what did this story teach you? Write your answers in the comments. Kindly like, follow, subscribe to our channel and tap on the notification icon so as to get notified once we upload a new story. Thanks for watching.